one of my coworkers surprised me and gave me something that encouraged this recipe.
And what recipe would that be?
It's something German and it's really good.
I love German food, what I've had.
So like I said, this recipe has been encouraged by a gift that my coworker gave me, and that's Kartoffelknödel.
That was nice of her to give that. German Gulasch.
Is the recipe today. And the main ingredient...
It's beef. We used a chuck roast, but I recommend a sirloin roast.
Some paprika.
Garlic.
The recipe wanted 2 to 3 onions, but these were big onions. And then some bay leaf. I put 2 bay leaf in there.
Salt and pepper.
Yep, salt and pepper. A cup of wine, and wine normally cooks out. And also some cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to thicken.
These are all your ingredients.
You got all these, plus 2 cups of water.
Oh, you forgot one.
Yeah, 2 cups of water, and I put 2 bouillon. So there's the beef.
Also 1 can of tomato paste.
Oh yes, can of tomato. It calls for oil and a little bit of butter to bring it to heat, and then you brown the beef. So here you see I'm putting the beef into the heated oil. I also sprinkled salt and pepper on the beef and some garlic powder, and browning the beef seals in supposedly the flavor of the meat. Well, I did the browning of the beef in different batches before I put them in the pressure cooker. So once it's browned on both sides, I then transferred the browned beef in a separate bowl. You have to make sure also to lower the heat so you won't burn what you're browning.
And we're ready for the second batch.
There you go.
I could just eat it out of the pan.
You have to cook it first, sweetheart.
You might want to use a splatter guard to keep grease from going all over the place while it's frying.
Yeah, I always have to clean up after. Grease just goes all over. Look how nice and brown this meat is.
Well, the meat is looking good. It's nice and brown.
I can't wait to eat this.
I'd just like to put some gravy in there and eat it right now.
Yeah, I know, right? There's another batch. Frying it again. So there it is, all fried up in a separate bowl. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of garlic that I'm going to be frying here in that.
You might want to get rid of the grease.
The recipe calls for it. And I'm also going to put in some onions. Yeah. Next time I'll drain the grease. How about that?
Please. And there is the can of tomato paste.
Yep. That's it. I opened it up, put it in, and you kind of like simmer it in with your onions and garlic. And this is my measuring cup for the cup of wine. And
not too much.
Yeah, it just calls for 1 cup. The alcohol in the wine normally cooks out after 2 to 3 hours of cooking. And it's just for flavor.
So once you get everything fried up, throw it into the pressure cooker. The pressure cooker is going to make everything tender and cook together like you've cooked it for 12 hours, but you can do it in about 30 minutes in a pressure cooker.
Right. There's the 2 bay leaves that I put in. And put more pepper.
Salt.
That's about like a tablespoon or so. Or maybe a little bit more.
Paprika.
Yeah, I tried to put a tablespoon in, but I think that's like more like 2 tablespoons because it like just came out.
Use some thyme to it.
Yeah, it wanted caraway, but I couldn't find any caraway seeds, so we can substitute thyme. And 2 cups of water.
You're using 2 cups of water?
And that's what the recipe says. That's 2 cups. But I only videoed 1 cup.
Don't eat that bay leaf.
No, do not eat the bay leaf. Yeah, the bay leaf is just for flavor. And there you got the 2 beef bouillons that I put in. Beef cubes. And then you stir it all together.
It's looking really good even before it goes in the pressure cooker.
It calls for 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And then you seal up your pressure cooker, put it on 20 minutes or longer. And then you just wait the 20 minutes. So in that Christmas gift was Kartoffelknödel.
What's Knödel?
Oh, it's dumplings. And all you have to do is boil it with water. They're basically from potatoes. So when you open the box, you can see that they're individual little sacks like that. And you just read the directions. Of course, the directions are in German. So what it says is to bring salty water to boil.
And then what?
And then you just have the water cook and boil the knödel.
Why are you putting salt in first?
I don't know, just to be a little different.
I guess you can see it.
Yeah, I just needed to show our precious subscribers that the Kartoffelknödel need to be boiled in salty water. So there's 1 knödel, and the 2nd knödel, a 3rd knödel,
And a 4.
a 5th,
A 6.
and then I added the water. There you go.
Those are good by themselves too, by the way.
The knödels?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can only buy the Kartoffelknödels in a specialty store. So you just cover them up and boil them for about 15 minutes. So there you see they're boiling, and we got less than 8 minutes to go. So the time has come for us to drain them. So you put them in a strainer, and then you can, if you want, shock them with cold water. What do you think?
Oh wow, that smells good.
Does it?
Yeah.
There you go. And I made you some rice. How about that?
Yep.
That's for you, baby. So remember, the dumplings have that little sack, so you need to take that out.
Is that like potatoes?
Knödel, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I don't, you can try them.
That's a potato.
It's a knödel, like dumpling. Those are German dumplings. Voila, there it is.
So do you think it gets its red color from the tomato paste or the wine? Well, I thought it had tomatoes in it.
Let me know how you like it. Good or no?
Good.
Really good?
Uh-huh. Real good.
So there you go. German Gulasch with Kartoffelknödel and
Collard greens.
there you go. I hope you enjoyed our show. Thank you for watching.
Chris
And Tina Johnson.
Project.